And good morning, everyone. Welcome to This Day.
Good morning. Today is Wednesday, March 20th, and it is the first day of spring, so we have a very long day today.
Yes.
Thank goodness it's not all work.
Yeah, it's also I think the supermoon today, and that only happens like every, I think they said 19 years that they both occur on the same day.
Oh, no kidding. All right, well, there you go.
So you're going to tell us about spring in just a moment. I am going to tell you about our show today. Today we have on Supervisor Lisa Bartlett. She's of course a supervisor with Orange County and the 5th District for this area. Also her guest is going to be Dr. Jeff Nagel, and he is part of the Orange County Behavioral Health Sciences Division. We're going to be talking about suicide prevention, and how they're working within the county to help that ever-increasing problem. We also are going to be having Ken Post on from Hearing Remedy, and we'd like to welcome back Toyota of Irvine. We're going to have Ephraim Bersolo here. He's the general manager, and also Steve Smith, the service manager. They were on our show. It's been a few years now, but they were with us for quite a few years. It's great to have them back.
All right, our meetings for today, we just have two. We have the Laguna Woods Village AM hearings, which will be in the boardroom from 9 to 12. And then we have the Laguna Woods Village PM hearing, which will be in the Sycamore room starting at 1 o'clock. Okay, so spring begins today, and it's called the vernal equinox, which is when the amount of sunshine is approximately 12 hours long. The amount of sunlight will incrementally increase until the first day of summer, which would be June 21st. Now, the vernal equinox marks the moment the sun crosses the celestial equator. This is the imaginary line in the sky above the Earth's equator from south to north. This happens on March 19th, 20th, or 21st every year in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, the same event marks the beginning of fall. Meteorologists actually mark the spring from March 1st through May 31st. Now, spring and springtime refer to the season and also to ideas of rebirth, rejuvenation, renewal, resurrection, and regrowth. Now, our unusually persistent December, January, and February rain showers have brought the iconic Golden State's drought-stricken, wildfire-ravaged hills, dales, and deserts to an extraordinarily glorious, showy display of springtime wildflowers, as you can see here on the screen. There are many super bloom locations around South and Central California, including Borrego Springs, Joshua Tree, Temecula, Lake Elsinore, the I-5 Grapevine, which you can see in the lower left. That's what the Grapevine is looking like right now, and Lucerne Valley. Here are some, as I told you, the photos that you can see where flowers are including California poppies, ephemerals, desert sunflowers, and monkey flowers, to name a few. And, you know, I think Elsinore is now back open, but boy, they had so many people there that it was like Disneyland. So they really had some trouble. Ken, have you been able to go out there yet?
Not out there, but when we drove out to Palm Springs, the 241 and along the 91 and beyond, we certainly saw it. Maybe not quite as heavy as Elsinore, but it was very heavy, and it was really pretty. Obviously, I can't stop to take any pictures. Now, the first day of spring, we've got some scattered showers, and you know what? It would be nice to have a little sun the first day of spring, but the showers are going to be upon us, and that's okay too. We should be getting, it's nice to have spring showers, and I think it's really the best time of the year for us to get these because so many years we're so dry. But we got a little showers today happening, shouldn't be too much, and it may spill over into tomorrow. Again, we're not looking at too much here, but mostly cloudy day. We might get a little sunshine later. We'll see about that. But then as we get to the weekend, 20% chance of light rain and partly cloudy on Saturday. That has now gone away for Sunday. We're going to have a beautiful day on Sunday. Sunday and Monday are going to look pretty much the same, from 68 to about 70 degrees. So some great weather coming up, and just a little bit of rain, you know, not much, but that's good. That's just how we like it, and I actually hope it kind of continues on and off when we get a little showers here and there. It'd be nice to get that all the way through April and even May. We really do need it, despite all the rain we've had so far. Around Orange County today and beyond, all the temperatures are down today by quite a bit. Average about 10 degrees cooler today throughout Southern California. As you can see, we were in the upper 60s to low 70s. Yesterday, everything is mid to low 60s. Big Bear is dropping by probably about 15 degrees at least compared to yesterday. And Palm Springs as well. They were 85 yesterday. Their 73 is their predicted high today. So everything is down a little bit today, and then we'll go back up a little bit warmer on the weekend. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
As a professional licensed realtor, you have worked countless hours to ensure your reputation is the best. Your clients know they can trust your judgment, that you'll be around when they need you, and that you will deliver what you promise. In escrow, one company has set that same standard for excellence. Escrow Options Group offers more than just outstanding escrow services. White glove concierge services, wire and fraud protection, custom estimates, and more at no extra charge. Choose the company that mirrors your professionalism. Escrow Options Group. Experience a better option of escrow services.
You may know AgeWell for delivering life-saving Meals on Wheels to homebound seniors. But did you know they keep seniors active and engaged at 10 modern centers? Serve nutritious congregate meals amid friendly surroundings. Transport seniors safely to and from appointments, and provide much-needed equipment and other essential services. Now, this vital nonprofit organization needs your support to sustain its mission. This is AgeWell Senior Services. Won't you make it yours?
Get out and live your life with the Buzz Around XL travel scooter from Golden. The Buzz Around is fun to drive with a tight indoor turning radius so you can go just about anywhere. It's also so easy to charge and offers all-day range so you can go further. The Buzz Around even has more leg and foot room for all-day driving comfort. Be safe with the XL's ultra-bright LED headlight. Plus, the Buzz Around XL can be easily taken apart into several lightweight pieces. See for yourself just how easy and affordable mobility freedom can be.
Save now at LA Carpet & More's 50% off sale.
Buy direct and save 50% on carpet and 50% off tile.
Plus, get 5 years 0% financing.
LA Carpet, #1 for you.
Save now at LA Carpet & More's 50% off sale.
Buy direct and save 50% on carpet and 50% off tile.
Plus, get 5 years 0% financing.
LA Carpet, #1 for you.
Welcome back. Well, with me right now is Orange County Supervisor Lisa Bartlett, who oversees the 5th District. And today, first I'd like to welcome you.
Thank you, Ken.
And you brought along Dr. Jeff Nagel. And Doctor, we are with the Orange County Behavioral Health Services Department, am I right?
Yes, I'm the Behavioral Health Director for the county under the Healthcare Agency.
Well, it's great to have you here today. What we're going to be talking about is really a very serious subject, and we're talking about the suicide prevention initiative that you folks are doing. And Supervisor, sadly, this is beginning to happen all too often, not only with adults, but of course with children. And unfortunately, this happened at a local middle school not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, I believe. And it's a type of problem that is certainly not easily defined or fixed, because depending on the person, to the situation, there's so many parameters that can fit into this, right?
You're absolutely right, Ken. Any number of things can affect a person's mental health. Mm-hmm. It could be, for kids, it could be anything from cyberbullying, social media posts. And for our older adults, it can be loneliness, or they lose a spouse, or have a medical condition. So any number of things can trigger a mental health crisis, and that's why last week I initiated the suicide prevention initiative. That's going to be a county-wide initiative. We're putting $600,000 into an initiative to really get the word out there to the public at large that, you know, we're always been known as a county that cares, and mental health is something that's extremely important. It's a topic that a lot of people don't always like to talk about. You know, there's a stigma sometimes associated with mental illness. And this is something that we want the public to get over, because the county has a plethora of resources, and we want to be able to help those that have a mental health crisis, because with help there's hope.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, with so many people that, and there's many different sizes, there are the people with mental health that maybe don't realize that help's out there. Maybe they do not have the capacity to seek that out. And of course, the other side of that is with youth, which unfortunately is something that certainly happened for decades because of peer pressure. Of course, that is just exaggerated now tenfold, 100-fold because of social media.
Yeah, well, suicide is the leading cause of non-natural death nationwide. And when you take a look at the numbers, ages 45 through 64 have the highest rate of suicide, and the next highest group are older adults, 85 plus. So really targeting our seniors and letting them know we have resources to help them, you know, get through a mental health crisis. The county is a place where we can offer a great deal of assistance to those that have a mental health crisis. We are going to be building out a 60,000 square foot campus strictly focused on mental health, and it'll be open to the public in a few years, and regardless of ability to pay.
Right, and last time you were on, you were talking about that.
Yes, that's our Be Well campus.
Yeah, and that of course deals with all the aspects of mental health.
Yes.
Now, Doctor, let me turn to you here. Tell me about the role of the department, and how long have you been with the department, or you've worked with other agencies as well?
I've been with the healthcare agency almost 30 years.
Okay.
First, I want to thank Supervisor Bartlett for her leadership on this issue. It is a time where there's more attention now being paid to behavioral health and mental health issues, and it is such a nice recognition of the role that mental health plays in total health.
Right.
So in terms of our agency and what we provide the full spectrum of services, from prevention and earlier intervention up to crisis services and treatment across the lifespan. So whether it is the youth, adult population, or older adult population, we have services. So I think I wanted to emphasize that part, as well as if somebody is feeling that they are in a behavioral health crisis, there are resources for them and places to call. One of the places to call is OC Links, and that is we have trained navigators that help people identify resources that they need, but we also have, in terms of suicide, there's the National Suicide Hotline, as well as suicideispreventable.org, which provides local county resources as well.
Let me ask you this. Obviously, Lisa just talked about sort of to make it very simplistic, kind of the three categories or age groups. You have youth, you have the middle-aged folks, and you have seniors. And we're talking about the suicide rates and prevention here. And I would think for each group that there are very, very different reasons and parameters. A lot of times with youth, it may not be mental health as we think of mental health at all. It is about the usual not being accepted by their peers. And of course, nowadays with social media, if somebody doesn't like you, all of a sudden the word goes out to dozens or hundreds within seconds, or whatever they may be saying about you. With middle age, you quite often have that normal, the pressure of you're raising kids, financial pressures and things like that, along with the possibility of mental health. And then with seniors, as you just said, Supervisor, a lot of times it's loneliness, feeling like, you know, what else do I have in my life at this point? So it's different for every group, right?
Yeah, no, very, very insightful. Certainly, when we were growing up, the social pressures, you know, the internet and social media didn't exist.
Yeah.
And the acceleration of kind of negative emotions through kind of the cyberbullying, through it definitely has an impact. So you're absolutely right. The approaches that we take with youth, adults, and older adults would be different. But one of the, I think, important elements when we're talking about crisis is to talk about resilience.
Yeah.
And so there are things that we can do to make ourselves more resilient to a behavioral health crisis. One is being connected in your community.
Right.
We know, you know, eat well, be active, but an interesting one is being grateful. Finding things to be, to have gratitude about actually is helps to inoculate or prevent mental illness.
That's interesting that you say that. And, you know, there is a social media thing that I go on, you know, the Nextdoor neighborhood app. And there's someone that within my realm where I live up in RSM, and I think it's every day or a few days, this gentleman always posts something to be grateful for within the community in the area. And it's kind of nice. There's nothing behind it other than whatever it might be he's saying for that day or the week. And that's interesting that you bring that up, because being grateful, you kind of, I think we all tend to, unfortunately, kind of see the negative things nowadays more than we see the positive things.
Yeah, and being grateful is really kind of the opposite of hopelessness, you know.
Right.
And that, you know, as we talk about suicide, hopelessness is really kind of a key of the issue. If you go to suicideispreventable.org, there's a button that says Know the Signs. Okay. And it talks about what are the different signs of depression and of risk for suicide. And it has it broken out according to different age groups, so you can kind of look at that. But it also equips people who go to that website with what are the things that you can do. So there's great resources there as well.
Yeah, and I think that's very important.
It's a matter of knowing what are those elements that contribute to mental health and decline in mental health, and to reach out for help. Because the county, we post a lot of this information, but that's part of this county-wide initiative that we're moving forward, is look for the warning signs that you can see on the website, and if you have any of those signs, reach out, call one of the numbers, because we can provide resources to kind of get them over that crisis and make sure that they are happy and healthy into their later years in life.
As long as you've been working on this and been a supervisor, you've been a supervisor for 5 years?
Yes.
And of course, before that, you were the mayor of Dana Point.
Right.
Have you seen an increase in both mental health problems and suicide, or is it that we are just recognizing it and handling it better than we used to?
It's both.
Okay.
Yeah, nationwide there has been a significant increase in mental health crisis and in suicides, and in Orange County we've had a huge spike in all categories, whether it's youth suicides or older adults as well. And so we've got basically a public health crisis right now that we want to address and address it head on.
You know, again, when it comes to youth, we can kind of, in some cases, see the problems, okay, here are some of the reasons this might be happening. But in older adults, is it any different than it was years ago, that older adults are, in some cases, just as lonely as they used to be, who don't have their family around them? And what do you think is the spike there? You know, if either one of you could answer that, what do you think the reason is?
There's really no single cause of either suicide or depression, but I think you've kind of hit on some of the key elements: loneliness, loss, physical health issues. So as people start to lose their ability to do the things that they enjoyed, then they can be depressed or lose hope. So a lot of those things contribute.
Or even a financial crisis, because
Right.
older adults have, many times they're working on a fixed income, and the cost of living keeps going up, and yet their income is fixed. So that can cause a mental health crisis as well.
Yeah, I can certainly understand that. And the cost of living in general has risen faster than maybe what the Social Security is paying out or other things are paying out. So they feel more in the red than probably they did maybe 20 years ago. As far as people who were 80, 85, 20 years ago, it wasn't quite as bad as it is now.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there are so many ways that we can help the older adults that are having depression or a mental health crisis or a financial crisis, help them bridge that gap.
Right. And one of the ways, you've talked about this before, and it's the CalFresh enrollment event. So tell us about that.
So on June 5th, we're going to have a CalFresh enrollment event. It's actually a senior services day.
Okay.
To really push out to our seniors, particularly in Laguna Woods area, to let them know that the county has many services that they may not know about.
Okay.
They may be eligible for CalOptima with the medical services, CalFresh with the EBT cards, and additional services that we can provide them for purchasing products and food items and such.
Okay, and this will be an event that will allow them to a little bit easier to go and enroll in these things and have help in enrolling them.
Yes, instead of the seniors coming up to Santa Ana where my office is, or another location, we're going to come right down to Laguna Woods. We'll have our mobile vans that will be right down in the area here to meet with the seniors and make sure that they know about all of the county services that are available to them.
All right, and that's going to be on June 5th. We'll certainly remind you folks about that ongoing, and you'll be on at least 2 or 3 times before then, so we'll keep reminding them that that event will be happening, because that'll be really nice. Another nice event, we're going to kind of recap this, but it was a great day out at the Lake Forest Sports Park for the wonderful Pet Expo. My daughter and I went up there. We met with you and walked around there. And tell us some about the highlights of the events.
Well, we had over 6,000 people.
Yeah, there's a lot of people
attending
there.
our Pet Expo, and it was just a great day. The weather was perfect. The prior 2 years we had a bit of rain, but this year the weather was great.
It was the one day in between. It was great. Yeah.
And Bruce Cameron was there again.
Yes.
He is. He was signing books and promoting his new film, A Dog's Way Home. And so he brought Bella, the star of the film. And it was a great day for everyone. We had a number of pet adoptions, and we had rescues there adopting out animals. Our OC Animal Care was on site as well and adopted out 3 of 5 animals that day.
And there's Bella right there. So it was funny, we walked over there, and Bella was there, and you could kind of hear some of the kids go, wait a second, that's not the same. It doesn't. Well, that movie was made like a year ago, and dogs do grow. So, but it was the same dog, and it was cool. It was so neat because really most of the event, at least when we were walking around, was getting animals adopted and the awareness of what's available and the resources to people and all the different pet services that are around the area.
Yes, and rescue animals make wonderful pets.
They do.
Yes, I have a 14-year-old rescue kitty, and what's really great about the dog stars of the movie, so there are 3 movies now with Bruce Cameron, 3 books, 3 movies, but all of the dog stars were rescue animals.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, we have one of our dogs as a rescue animal. So yeah, it was really a fun event, and I'm glad you put that on every year. Yeah.
It's a great day for people of all ages.
Yeah, there were quite a few booths there and vendors there, and of course they had, like we're showing on the photo here, there were cats there too. The photo that you have there, you had some demonstrations of dogs going through obstacle courses and catching frisbees and all kinds of things.
Yes, everyone loved the dog exhibitions.
Yeah, great fun. Well, I want to remind people that if they want information about the suicide prevention program that you're doing, that we have the information on the screen. There is a 24-hour support hotline that you may call for whatever needs. Maybe it's for you, maybe you're worried about someone. Give them a call, please, because you know, like they say, there's no wrong questions here. If you have something that you're concerned about, call them and get that support that you or maybe a loved one that you're worried about needs.
Yes, it can make a big difference in saving someone's life. And you know, at the county we say every life matters.
Yeah.
And we really mean that.
All right, great to see you, Supervisor.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on. Doctor, a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
And I know going forward we'll talk more about the Be Well program because there's a lot of parts to it.
Yes.
All right,
Great.
We'll be right back.
Freedom Village Skilled Nursing offers rehabilitation after surgery with our team of on-site therapy professionals. We are proud that our quality care measures are recognized by Medicare. We support you with your recovery with a caring staff and registered nurses around the clock. Freedom Village Skilled Nursing is conveniently located near 3 hospitals, open to the public, and offers private Serenity suites. Call today to experience first-class care for your loved one.
Hey Laguna Woods, it's Ken.
And Lisa.
Did you miss an episode of This Day? Not to worry. Head over to youtube.com and search Village Television.
Here you can find each episode of This Day and other community programs such as Good Day OC, Discovering Laguna Woods, and much more.
Just click the red subscribe button, then click the bell to be emailed every time we upload a video.
Don't miss out.
And subscribe today.
Dental health is important, and it can be tough to find the best fit for your needs. Flora Stenger General and Specialty Dental Practice covers most of my dental needs in one location. Their on-staff specialists provide seamless services and communication between me, my doctors, and my insurance company. Located right down the road from Laguna Woods, our bus service stops right in front of their building. For the first time, I'm getting the dental care I need with the treatment I deserve. And my dental health has never been better. Call and book your first appointment today. I'm glad I did.
My name is Angela. I'm 51 years old and I was diagnosed with a heart murmur. Before the surgery, I was struggling to breathe. I was missing out a lot on playing with my son. I decided to go to Hoag from Nevada to have my mitral valve repair because the surgeons there are excellent.
My personal approach to patient care is really taking care of a patient as if they're a member of my family.
After the surgery, I can chase him and run around and play with him as much as he wants. It's like a miracle. It's like this patient made it through the toughest time in their life, and it's an awesome feeling.
The feeling to see these patients recover, especially when they're critically ill like that, it's just the best feeling in the world.
We wanted this to be one of the top cardiovascular centers in the region, the state, the nation, and to be recognized for that. We've achieved that.
If I had to go back and make the same choice, I would choose Hoag again. They treated me like family. This changed my life, and now I get to be with my son.
Have you been struggling to hear in larger groups? Well, that can be very frustrating. We do have solutions for that at Hearing Remedy. In particular, these tiny hearing aids that can help people hear better in many, many noisy situations. Please give us a call. We have these on sale for a limited time, only $895 for a hearing aid. Call, make an appointment for your free hearing exam, and get on the road to better hearing.
Welcome back. Well, we have somebody with us today that hasn't been here in a while, and for those of you who are just now watching our show, this will be quite a nice treat. We have Ephraim Barcelo and Steve Smith, who are here from Irvine Toyota. Well, welcome both of you.
Thank you.
Welcome back, I guess, right?
Thank you for having us. That's right. We're excited to be here.
All right. Well, it's nice to have you here. So, Ephraim, why don't we have you start and tell us a little bit about, yourself and the history with Irvine Toyota.
Glad to. As you mentioned, it's great to be back because having been away from the station and not connected to our local residences for the last few years here, we just we miss everybody, and we noticed that in coming back, a priority for us was to just reach out to our local community. We're a local neighborhood Toyota store. We want to take great care of our Laguna Woods residents. So.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
good. And how about for you? I know you've been there a while. What are some things you're looking forward to?
Well, I'm looking forward to getting back with all the neighbors that we have, and we've done a great success with them before, and to have Ephraim back is just an absolute pleasure, because we just reach out to the community and give them everything they need, and it's just a real good family feeling.
Is it fair? I think you may have asked. So I was here and was reassigned for the last 4 years. And when we were here before, we made sure, as local guys ourselves, I grew up in Saddleback Valley. I went to El Toro High School. And you know, I just think it's important to take great care of our local residences. And as a local person, I think it's important, you know, there isn't anybody more important than our local area. In Irvine, if we don't reach out to our Laguna Woods customers and just take great care of them, and then coming back, I must confess, I don't see many of our local residences at the store anymore. And I just thought, wow, that's not right. And I know that it's because they were not made a priority. They were not given the service that we provided before. And so that's why I thought, okay, it's time to get back on air.
All right, so now you all know that they're coming back. So what are some of the things that you can provide to the local residents?
Well, we want to go take that, Steve?
I will. So as we all know, that service stations are no longer there around, right? And at the same time, we offer a lot of things for the residents when they come in. And one of them is just basically a pit stop, where a resident can come into our service drive and we will perform a fluid check, check the wiper blades, things of that nature, just to make sure the air in the tires, just to make sure, because they don't drive them all the time, and just to make sure they're up and running and they're in good safety condition when they do take them out on the road, because they may sit for a while, tire pressure may get low. We'll also go through with the technology that's changing with the vehicles. We'll also go through anything that they have questions with possibly the Bluetooth, information screens, the radios. The radios now are so sophisticated. They're basically, they're the tool, the guide. All these lights come on, you know, the little tire hoop with the people, they're just, they kind of look at that and go, oh, the check engine light comes on.
That's right.
So we can kind of put them at ease and let them know and show them what it is and tell them all about it, and it helps them. It gives them the confidence that they need. So you can't get that at a service station anymore. When you go to a service station, you know, you put gas in your car and nobody really comes out. We're that service station just like the old days. We're that service station, that friendly place where you can bring your car and just get it looked at.
And yesterday when we were chatting, you had mentioned that you were at the location and there was a lady sitting there waiting, and you talked with her. And one thing that we thought was kind of interesting is that because of what you said, people who are alone, you know, women who might be alone, might be able to go and get help from you. So I like that, and maybe you can kind of describe that.
Absolutely. When a local resident inside the service center had just said, I remember you. And you know what, the whole point, and just to take what Steve said, you know, when you know that you're welcoming your local area guests in, and you're setting aside the notion that they will receive preferential treatment, I think that's fair. I mean, and that's what we intend to do. That's what we had always done in years past. And I think it's without question our focus and intention to make sure that it's a place where someone can just get some information, whether you're there to service or your car or come by one. That's great, but it doesn't really matter. It's a place you could just go to get help, and I think that's important. When you come in for service, we'll also offer you a ride to Spectrum if that's need be. We also have loaner vehicles if you need an exchange and some alternate transportation. But whatever it is, I think it's just important to know that we have prioritized to just take care of our local residences differently and better. Why not?
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the facility for those people who are not familiar with Irvine Toyota.
Okay, well, we're on 24 acres right here on Research and Bake, the largest footprint for any dealership in all of Orange County. And truthfully, it has been recently redesigned. Its facilities are gorgeous, and so we're not far away. And the whole point there is that it's a nice, comfortable place to go. And as we have now set aside some different priorities inside the dealership, just to focus differently on customer care. I think it's important.
Okay, now we're going to be having you back about once a week.
Okay.
And what are some of the things that we're going to highlight? I mean, I know we talked about technology and service and certain kinds of service, maybe some other aspects of what it's like to buy a car. What are some of the things that you're going to try and bring to our viewers each week?
Well, as we discussed, and what we did in the past was even doing owner clinics, inviting customers back so that they can better understand the operation of their current car. I mean, I think, as Steve was just saying, there's, one of the most tricky things to do is to pair that phone to your car and making sure that it's operating correctly, that you're able to use your phone and that it's talking to one another. We were talking just a moment ago about the new technology inside a Toyota in terms of its safety, and the cars now have the ability to stop on their own.
Right.
Wow. I mean, who doesn't want to know about that? But I think before we had owner clinics and even evenings where we would invite customers back for that second or third delivery, and a tour through the shop so that you could get to know everybody. You don't want to, when you actually really, really need us, you don't want to have to maybe come in for the first time ever. Come in beforehand and just meander around and get to know one another, and then get that familiarity. I think that matters.
Yes, it does. It does. All right. Well, excellent. So one thing that I thought was kind of interesting is that if a viewer does have a question or they want to know something about your facility, of course they could always go to your website or they could get the phone number. But tell me about how we can maybe start an email thing. So they could email you, and then next time that you're on the air, you can answer that question, because I'm sure not just one person has that question, but many might.
Yeah, and it's true. So we offered our email address, but as I was saying, Lisa, also, that when someone comes in, ask for me. My name is Ephraim, and I just want to say hello. It's my job to take great care of you and just show you I think that the difference of just someone who is an easy point of contact, who can just navigate the way through whatever my concern is, and just take good care of people. That's really the earmark. Someone asked me outside when we were coming in, well, what's the most important thing? For us, it's most important thing is taking great care of our employees, and how that translates later into an environment where a customer comes in and they feel at ease because everyone's happy where they're at, and that's a big deal to me. So,
and that does transcend to the customer, that's for sure.
I think
great.
so.
Any last things you'd like to mention?
Just like to welcome the people back and thank you for having us back here, and let them all know that the service hours have not changed. We're still open 7 to 7 Monday through Friday, 7 to 6 on Saturday. We still serve those delicious donuts on Saturday morning. That they all love.
I didn't know you had delicious donuts.
We have
we'll
the same faces on the service drive that we've had, so there's a lot of familiar people there that the other people understand and they know, and they've done business with for years. And so it's we're just welcome to be back and happy to be back. And
super glad to be back.
Super glad to be back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're happy to have you, and I'll look forward to our next interview. Thank you very much for your time.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. And remember, if you would like to email a question to Ephraim or Steve, you can do it at barceloe@autonation.com. We'll be right back.
Your attention. Please take down this number.
Are you looking for a better way to manage your medication? MedBox by AmeriPharma has redefined the pharmacy experience. No more pill organizers and vials. When we fill your prescriptions, you get all your medications conveniently packaged by the dose and delivered to your door at no additional cost. This means no change in insurance, copays, or out-of-pocket expenses. Call our specialists today and discover the new way of pharmacy. MedBox by AmeriPharma.
When you travel with AAA, you get more than a vacation. You get exclusive AAA member benefits, special offers on unforgettable experiences, and the travel planning knowledge of your own AAA travel agent. When you travel with AAA, you get the vacation of your dreams. To save on a pleasant holidays vacation, visit your local AAA travel agent today.
Hey Laguna Woods, it's Ken.
And Lisa.
Did you miss an episode of This Day? Not to worry. Head over to youtube.com and search Village Television.
Here you can find each episode of This Day and other community programs such as Good Day OC, Discovering Laguna Woods, and much more.
Just click the red subscribe button, then click the bell to be emailed every time we upload a video.
Don't miss out.
And subscribe today.
I just love that ring. Where'd you get it?
I got it at the jewelry box. I saw it on Facebook, and then I went in and bought it. They have the most unique, awesome pre-owned pieces for amazing prices.
The Jewelry Box of Lake Forest, voted best jewelry store in Orange County for 8 straight years, offering unmatched prices on fine jewelry and watches, refurbished to new condition.
Visit us in our store or shop our website for just arrived items.
The Jewelry Box. It's about trust.
And welcome back. With me right now is Ken Post of Hearing Remedy. Always good to have you on.
It's always good
welcome
to be
back,
here,
sir.
Ken.
And one of the subjects we're going to talk about is what is the most important aspects in getting the best hearing out of your hearing aid? Now, we have talked about this before in that, nowadays, one of the good things is there's so many different hearing devices out there and so many different choices, which can be daunting for folks. And that's where people like you come in and step in and kind of figure out, getting the right one. And let's face it, for the right affordability for them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely an art to figure out, get to know the person and find out kind of what they like to do and what's going to be an appropriate hearing aid. But more important than that is really getting it adjusted properly. Because if you spend money on the most expensive hearing aid, and I see this all the time, I'll see someone coming in and they go, well, my hearing aid's not working very well. And I kind of assume, they just bought some really inexpensive hearing aid somewhere. And I hook up to the computer and they've got the best hearing aid in the market. You should be hearing a lot better than you're hearing, considering your complaints. And we'll go and tune them up and then they work great. So and even on a lower end hearing aid, if they're adjusted properly, they work much, much better. I mean, the low end now compared to 10 years ago has been pulled up by the high end. So even the less expensive hearing aids work really well.
And that's true of any electronics nowadays. Whether it's any device you have now, if you get the lowest end device now, lowest end phone or whatever it might be, it still leaps and bounds better than what was out there even 2 years ago. But like with anything electronic, whether it's your phone, your hearing aid, your car, how your seat fits you in your car, that's part of the process of getting it fitted for your needs.
Yeah, especially hearing, because hearing is so unique. People's bodies sitting maybe in a seat, we can do some adjusting, and they're kind of a general way to do it. But the hearing loss is so unique that it really has to be precisely adjusted. And it takes somebody who really knows computers, because that's intimately involved with adjusting the digital hearing aids, and also someone who has a good analytical mind, so they're going to look at, okay, I understand what I can do to the hearing aid, and I've talked to the person to see what kind of problems are you having, what kind of difficulties, and then we'll make a change. And I actually will play noises in the office so that we can talk through the noise and see, did that help you or not?
And that, you bring up a good point, because it depends where the person is, and if they're just sitting at home worrying about watching TV or talking to their spouse, that's one thing. But if they're out and about, people who are active, we want them to be active. They're going to a movie theater, they're going to a restaurant, walking around outside at the Irvine Spectrum or whatever. All those sounds play into how they are hearing.
They're all a little different situations, and it makes the different demands on the hearing aids. That's what's amazing with the new ones, is they adapt automatically to those different situations.
Let me ask you another question on that, and something I've heard from people get hearing aids. It may take 2, 3, 4 weeks and a couple different trial and errors as far as getting these things adjusted before it fits them just right.
We take 45 to 60 days in our process to get the hearing aid fine-tuned to you. So we make some changes, we make some improvements, so you take them out in your real world where you actually use them, and then you go ahead, experience how it worked for you, and then you come back and tell me, here's how it worked, here's it didn't quite work, and then I make another adjustment on top of that. And it is definitely, it takes a while. You're coming in every week to 2 weeks over a 45 to 60 day period.
Yeah, and this is what's different from compared 10 years ago or whatever it might be. You know, it was almost, well, one hearing aid fits all type of thing, and nowadays, of course, there's so many different little adjustments and nuances that on one aspect, it's really great because it can really be fine-tuned for you. On the other hand, you got to give it a little time.
Yeah, you give it time, and you need somebody who really knows what they're doing and doing the adjustment, because I'll bring up someone's hearing aid and I'll look at the adjustment and I'll look at kind of their hearing loss, their chart, and go, I don't understand what someone was thinking when they did that. And part of it is actually the software can lead you not quite the right direction. Right. It'll set up to you to begin with. It takes your hearing chart and sets the initial setting, but then the person setting it up has to look at that and going, well, that doesn't make a lot of sense for their hearing, and actually make some adjustments based on what the computer's kind of saying to them, going, okay, and then why does somebody with a high frequency hearing loss have trouble hearing men? Well, maybe because it's not giving them the low end, even though their chart says they need it.
Yeah.
But the computer decided it didn't.
Okay.
So you got to understand, okay, you can't make everything from the computer in the initial assessment. You've got to go in there and think about it, analyze what's going on.
Now, what are, in some of the notes that you sent me here, mention this, purchasing a locked hearing aid?
Yeah,
is that like buying a locked phone? Or?
It is kind of like that.
Okay.
There are hearing aids that are, like certain brands can only be serviced at a company that...
Okay, I see what you mean, yeah, okay.
Like we started off as a Zounds franchise.
I remember
only Zounds could service those, and now there's none in Southern California. There aren't any.
Okay.
We can still service them because we still have the hardware left over from that. So we help people along.
Okay.
But we have other people who come in that have, I don't want to mention names, but there are several of them out there that you have to go to this one store, and if that person isn't very good of adjusting them there, I've had a couple people going to one store that have come in and complained.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And I go, well, I can't help you because you can only go to that store, and unless you want to drive to the next store, maybe in LA or something, to get there, to maybe find someone good there. But if you don't have somebody good, or even some of the big warehouse chains, they have their own brand, and and they're locked to that store. So if you move and you're not near one of those stores, good luck. Or if you don't, the person that works there gets hired on somewhere else, and there's somebody new comes in, and they don't know what they're doing, or you don't like dealing with them, you're stuck.
Yeah.
So it's important to, when you get the general brands of hearing aids, you can go, you don't like this person, you can go to another place that handles that one.
That's a good point.
And they may only be a couple miles away, especially around here. There's a lot of us around here. Just find someone you like. When you're locked into certain brands, you can't find someone you like. You're stuck with somebody, and it can be very frustrating.
All right, so you folks are, of course, located nearby here. And I always forget, I'm sorry, the street that you're on.
We're right at Lake Forest, right behind Coco's, right where the freeway and Lake Forest.
I know it's by Coco's, but I always forget that one street.
Yeah, right at Carlotta and Lake Forest.
All right, and we got the information on the screen, 949-HEARING or 949-432-0700. 64, or of course you can just go online and Hearing Remedy and get information there. Always good to see you, Ken.
Good to be here.
You take care, and good tips, really good tips. I never, realized that you're right. If you get a specific, there are many brands out there, but if you get a company that we only service this brand or something, you're kind of locked into there, and if they go away, then you're stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. All right, we'll be right back.
Hey, thanks for coming in on a weekend. It's not much, but I brought you a donut.
Oh, thanks. I already got one. Oh, it's AARP. Let me just...
Wait, are you joining AARP?
Actually, I just did.
Really? But you're not...
What, eligible? Yeah, I am. You are too, Mr. 50.
Well, yeah, technically, but I didn't think we were ready for AARP.
Then I guess you're not ready for all this.
Okay, I hear you. But is it worth it?
You tell me. I enrolled at 7:02, saved on concert tickets at 8:10, read a great article on investing at 9, found a sweet travel deal at 10:15. I used the caregiver finder for my dad, and done. Discounted movie tickets.
Hey, check out this great office stretch I found. I didn't know AARP offered all that. How much to join?
See for yourself.
That's all? For a year?
Which includes?
The donut.
Free with my morning coffee.
No way.
If you don't think instant benefits when you think AARP, then you don't know ARP. Join today for just $12 and get discounts from eye care to travel to entertainment. So many ways to save. Instant resources, tips, and tools to help manage your money, maximize your health, and so much more. AARP is mobile. Just the right offers find you at just the right time. And we hear you, so your voice will be heard. The world of AARP, yours today for just $12 for your first year, and that includes your spouse. And a subscription to AARP the magazine, plus this travel bag, absolutely free. It's not too soon. Don't miss out. Join AARP today.
Call 1-800-748-6813.
And join AARP for just $12 for your first year. You'll also get this travel bag free when you join.
Call 1-800-748-6813.
Or visit tryaarp.org.
Maxi Comfort from Golden is the most comfortable lift recliner in the world. Its patented technology glides smoothly into a variety of positions not found on most recliners. Everyone loves the programmable auto drive control. You can lift and recline, watch TV or sleep, and enjoy the feeling of weightlessness in zero gravity. Made by American workers and backed by the industry's best warranties. Feel relaxed in a Maxi Comfort lift recliner. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
we have great movies. Starting
Yeah.
this Friday is an Academy Award winning The Green Book, and it is a really good film. Have you seen it?
I have not seen it. I have certainly seen the trailer on it, and I kind of know the backstory, but I have not.
It's great. Everybody's really good in it. And basically, it is about Dr. Don Shirley, who is a world-class African-American pianist who is about to embark on a concert tour in the Deep South in 1962. In need of a driver and protection, Shirley recruits Tony Lip, who is a tough-talking bouncer from an Italian-American neighborhood in the Bronx. Despite their differences, the two men soon develop an unexpected bond while confronting racism and danger in an era of segregation. And so some people are like, why do they call it the Green Book? And I don't even know why it's actually called the Green Book, but I think it was a slightly green color that this book would, I'm kind of giving it away, but the book kind of tells them where they can stay, where the black folks can stay during that time frame. So
yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, so African American people. So
and I don't know if it was named after the author, the last name was Green or not, but that's what it was about.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's what it was. All right. Well, anyway, so that's going to be on Friday, March 22nd, 2 and 7 p.m.
Okay. Now on Monday, I'll tell you a Monday movie. Then I'm going to tell you we're going to show another movie. Monday is a classic, Birdman of Alcatraz, 1962. Of course, Burt Lancaster is in this. Carl Malden, Thelma Ritter, and it's about a gentleman who was convicted of murder, and he's confined to solitary. and to combat his loneliness. And he finds a little bird and he nurses it back to health. And then he starts studying all about birds, and he publishes a book on bird diseases from jail. And then he meets and marries this woman, a fellow bird enthusiast. Now, I don't know if this is, I think this is based on a true story. But he was, this did come out in 1962, which is, you know, interesting because I remember when Alcatraz, when I was a kid, was still a prison.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't not a prison that long ago, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when did it close?
I think mid-60s, 66,
Oh, was it?
67,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So I do remember that growing up in the Bay Area. Great classic movie, of course. It's a long movie, to almost 2.5 hours, so please keep that in mind. And that will be your Monday movie. And then what we're going to do, we had problems with our audio on Mary Queen of Scots on the subtitle version on Monday. So we're going to be replaying that for you at 4 p.m. this Sunday. So that'll be Mary Queen of Scots with subtitles being replayed on Sunday at 4 o'clock. We had some audio issues with that.
Right. And then just real quick, we wanted to make sure that you all knew if you're a Third Mutual resident, that they are looking, the board is looking for your feedback. It's a 5-day nighttime safety and street lighting test. And 3 street light fixtures and lighting options are being tested the week of Monday, March 18th. So that's this week. The poles at Avenida Sociega between Gate 10 and Via Carrizo. What they want you to do is visit the test area after dark this week. Email your feedback regarding the options to info@lagunawoodsvillage.com, or you can comment at the Community Center Concierge Desk by this Friday. So that's kind of a nice option because, you know, kind of good for lighting and your eyes and what's the best way.
And yesterday at the third meeting, somebody asked, well, how do we comment on it? How do we know which light is which? Well, they're marked.
Oh, they're okay.
Yeah,
good.
they
So
have a
look for the
letter
marked
or a number.
lights.
Anyway, we're just about out of time. Yep. Today we're going to get a little bit of scattered rain here and there, some sunshine mixed in, and then going forward, maybe a little bit on Saturday, but not too much at all. Even today, it's not going to be much.
Yeah.
Maybe into tomorrow, but looking out right now, there's even a little sunshine. Earlier it was totally cloudy, so a little bit of everything today. We'll see you tomorrow. We're out of time.
Bye. Have a great day.